Hey, everyone. Hey. It is your girl, Precious Williams, and welcome back to another exciting edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. I am your proud host, Precious Williams. And yes, I am so excited to be here. I know y'all haven't heard from me in a minute. It's because I had the flu. And the flu took me down. Also, in the midst of that, I was moving. All sorts of things were happening. But today's episode is so exciting to me because I think it will show some things that I think are always told to us that are incomplete. So the title of today's episode is Hard Work All You Need to Succeed. Now, I am a former attorney in the great state of New York where I still live. I am a former attorney. Yes, I went to law school. Yes, I passed the bar on my first try in February 2007. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because most people know me as the killer pitch master, 13-time national elevator pitch champion, top Fortune 100 corporate sales trainer, 5-time number one best-selling author. Excuse me, y'all. But more importantly, I'm also very gifted in sales, very gifted in business development, communication skills. And one of the things that came to me last year was when I transitioned from being an attorney to an entrepreneur. With my first company, Curvy Girls Lingerie, the ultimate shopping experience for full-figure divas and plus-size fashionistas. I had to find a way to get people interested in that company. And just saying I'm a former attorney did not work. But the longer that I've been an entrepreneur, now serial entrepreneur, now have my own agency, we went from Perfect Pitches by Precious to now the Perfect Pitch Group. Our clientele changed. But there were also things that I had started to notice. When I was an attorney, I drank the Kool-Aid of hard work is all you need. Hard work, that's all you need. Your work will speak for itself. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if y'all realize that if hard work really was all you needed, everybody would be popping right now. That it can't be it. So if you are an attorney, if you're a law student, if you are a sales professional, please come into this chat because I want to talk about it. This is Keeping It Real, which means we are going to talk about the real tea, the true tea of entrepreneurship from the perspective of attorneys, law students, and sales professionals. So where'd all of this come from? Last year, I was sitting here thinking about the depth and breadth of what I have gone through in my 44 years on this earth. When I was growing up, I was preparing myself for a career as an attorney. I love watching Perry Mason. I love watching LA Law and a host of other shows because I just knew that I was going to be a great attorney. Went to college, went to law school, came out, passed the bar on my first try, and then the games began. I was admitted in the third department in Albany in January 2008. I was a law clerk. I worked at Sullivan and Cromwell, one of the most prestigious firms in the world. I clerked for a federal judge in the Southern District, the Honorable Judge Harold Barr Jr. And even though all of that sounds great, I went into then medical malpractice, products liability, toxic torts, and then eventually had my own firm. And one of the things that I realized that if hard work were all that was necessary, a lot more people would be at the top. So what does this have to do with you all? Why is this the topic for today of True Tea Time? Is hard work all you need to succeed? Because I know it's not. There's so much more. Now, I got to ask a question, and I really want y'all to be honest with me. How many of us have heard of all the layoffs that are happening? People are losing their jobs right before Christmas. People started losing their jobs. I feel like this entire year, we look at the news and people are losing their jobs. These are, high-paying jobs. These are jobs that people have been in for years. Well, the same thing was happening to attorneys. When I came out in 2007, as you know, the next year was all about the mortgage crisis. So it was hard getting a position at that time. So I count myself blessed. But the truth of the matter is I walked out of Rutgers Law School with a 2.9 GPA. So how in the world was I able to go into big law? How was I able to clerk for a federal judge with the 2.9 GPA? If everyone was telling law students right now, or they were telling attorneys, you need to give it up. No one's going to hire you. It's impossible. And let's say you do get in. Let's say you do get in. There's no guarantee that your hard work is going to insulate you. It's going to insulate you from layoffs, from being looked over. And so when I was talking about last year, I kept thinking about, now that I've been an entrepreneur over a decade now. Perfect Pitches by Precious was started in November 2013. It is now December 2023. That's over 10 years. What have I learned in this experience that is great for attorneys? What have I learned? There's so much that I have truly learned that I wanted to share with all of you. So today's episode of Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitch Master, is hard work all you need to succeed? I hope you know that it's not. So last year, I was thinking about, I've written 5 #1 best-selling books. And my last book, which came out in April of this year, is called Rainmaking 101, Packaging, Positioning, and Pitching Exposed. Now, why is it exposed? Because I knew hard work wasn't what was going to get people to the top. If you're a law student, you're probably, you're probably sitting up here like, if I don't get great first semester grades, it's over. If you're an attorney, let's say you're in your 1st to 4th year, you're probably like, oh my goodness, there has to be a better way. How do I do this? So I want to share some things with you, because I want you to know hard work is not all you need. I want you to go from being the worker bee to the queen bee and the king bee. And so that's why I wrote this book, because I was taking the entrepreneurial skills that I had learned over time and applying them back into the legal profession, and also for sales professionals. And I'd like to share that with you. So I'm not going to keep y'all long today, but I want you all to know why this is important. So I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I've been working hard all my life. Have y'all been working hard, thugging it out all your life? But that didn't guarantee success as an attorney, as an entrepreneur, or anything. But you know what starts that journey? Plot twist, flip the script. We're Brooklyn at, we're Brooklyn at. Well, I'm coming to y'all live from Brooklyn, New York, a borough I have lived in for the last 5 years. And when I tell you, being an entrepreneur, being a former attorney, there were things that I just want to share with you all. And so if y'all know attorneys, y'all know law students, y'all know sales professionals who need to know how to take that hard work and amplify it on another level. I don't know about y'all. I was tired of being the worker bee. I don't want y'all to have a worker bee mentality. I want y'all to have that queen bee mentality. How we going to do that? I know the news is doom and gloom. Everybody's getting laid off. All this bad stuff is happening. And you're thinking, is it really over? I came out in 2007, right before the mortgage crisis happened. I wasn't supposed to have a job. I wasn't supposed to be doing what I did. But even with a 2.9 GPA, there were still things I knew way back when that would serve me today. So I want to share that with you all. So if you coming in, please come in and give us your name. Why'd you show up today? What is it about this topic? Is hard work all you need to succeed? Does that resonate with you? Because you want to know some true tea? That's what we're going to do on the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitch Master show. And I'm honored to host it. I am Precious Williams, the Killer Pitch Master. Val, hey Val, how are you, Queen? I'm so glad you're here. And so let's get it popping. So what if, and I know it's getting to be Christmas time, but what if you're sitting here as a law student, as a 1st to 4th year attorney, as a sales professional, and you're sitting up here thinking, it's not looking good. What can I do? What if I told you there was a whole system, a whole proprietary formula that was created by someone who's been an attorney, who went into entrepreneurship, became a serial entrepreneur, and started to understand why my career in law or why certain things happened the way they did is because I wasn't taught a certain system. And I'm going to share it with you all. But I want y'all to understand that there's levels to this. And so when I wrote my book, Rainmaking 101 from day one, I want to share with you 3 things. So in a land, well, all we hear is doom and gloom, layoffs. People are scared for their lives. They're scared they're not going to be able to take care of their families, themselves, or whatever. There are 3 principles that I want you all to understand when it comes to rainmaking. And most attorneys know what a rainmaker is. They bring in the money, they bring in the clientele. And that is what we need to be thinking about. There are entrepreneurial skills that you need to bring into the legal profession, and they're also as sales professionals, right? So the first thing I want you to think about is packaging. Packaging. How are you packaged in the marketplace? If the only thing that people know about you is that you're an associate or you're an attorney, that's not good enough. When it comes to packaging, this is all about networking the right way, not the old way, not the wrong way, but networking on steroids, networking with true intention. And so packaging will set you apart from others who all they do is describe themselves as an attorney, or they're only perceived as an attorney. They're not bringing anything more to the marketplace. They're not setting themselves apart. And that is why networking the right way is so important. So number 1, it comes down to packaging. And yes, for attorneys, for sales professionals, for law students, how are you packaged? How do people know you? What do they know about you? How does this aid in you bringing in clientele? How does this aid in being the only choice that matters? Do you see how we changed the conversation from you being an attorney to there's more? There's more. And that's why Rainmaking 101 is so important. Number 2, positioning. How do you build lucrative relationships? How do you understand what type of events you should be at? How do you understand the type of industries that need you? How do you speak and write your way into the history books? How do you bait, attract, and close? Because if you're thinking hard work is all you need, that's internal to the firm. But there are a lot of hard workers in the firm who will never become partner, who will never know how to truly build a successful career as an attorney. So positioning, how do you build lucrative relationships? How do you truly stand out in a crowded marketplace and are positioned as the only choice that matters? When it comes to events, are you going to the same events everybody else is going to? Wrong. That's not where you should be. This is where strategy, cunning, and precision comes into the play. And finally, number 3, as you all know, I am the killer pitch master. But without packaging and positioning, your pitching will fall flat. So how are you showing up on social media? And I don't mean just saying I'm an attorney, hire me. We both know attorney advertising doesn't work like that. But with everything else working with you, by bringing an entrepreneurial mindset to the equation, packaging, positioning, and then pitching, you're going to shoot for the stars. That means you're understanding what the market needs. And it needs someone who is creative, someone who is an atmosphere shifter, someone who understands the game that is being played and not the game, the smoke and mirrors game. So when I tell you about Rainmaking 101 from day one, you're being taught by someone who actually did it, who actually took their law degree, their experience in the legal profession, became an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, then got good at being in media. I've been in movies, documentaries, shows around the world, Forbes, CNBC, CNN, Wall Street Journal, all of those sort of things. Freak that into becoming an international professional speaker and a trainer to speakers. And then turned around and utilize all of that to become a top Fortune 100 corporate sales trainer who trains trainers. And it all started by understanding that I've written 5 number one best-selling books on pitching and rainmaking. When I was an attorney, I didn't know all of these opportunities were available. But when I became an entrepreneur, I wanted to come back into the legal profession and teach others what we were not taught. So does hard work save you? No. It's part of your arsenal. It's part of the tools, but it's not everything. And so I want you all to truly think about that. What's missing? Is it packaging? Is it positioning? Is it pitching? So in 2024, get ready for Rainmaking 101 from day one. If you are a law student or a law professional or over training and development at law firms, law schools, I welcome you to come to my website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com. It's actually scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and learn more about what we are unleashing on the world for attorneys, for law students, and sales professionals. I teach and train in rainmaking, business development, sales, pitching, but more importantly, how to package, position, and pitch yourself as an attorney, as a law student. If you want to get funders, if you want to get clients, customers to say yes and repeatedly say yes, come check us out at the Perfect Pitch Group and see what we have that we're unleashing. And we want to help you, train you, so you can bait, attract, and close with ease. So you can build a lucrative network. So your referrals are on steroids. And most importantly, you become the only choice that matters. So as a proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group, you're dealing with someone who is a former attorney, who did go into entrepreneurship and is ready to bring those principles to the legal profession in a unique way. More importantly, for some of you who may be thinking, well, hard work, isn't it all we need? No, hard work doesn't get you into certain places. It is people being able to say your name and speak of you highly, going beyond the surface. So if you want to learn more, come check us out at the Perfect Pitch Group. Check out Rainmaking 101 from day one. We've been able to work with Columbia Business School, Columbia Law School. We've been able to work with a number like George Washington University, excuse me, and a host of other schools that are coming up in 2024, as well as law firms. And it is my honor to share with you that when I started, I didn't know all of these things. And now it feels so good to marry the best of both worlds, entrepreneurship and the legal profession, and teach our law students, our attorneys, and our sales professionals how to kill it. I am very proud of the trajectory of my clientele, of customers, and being able to utilize that in a big way. So if you want to learn more, check out perfectpitchgroup.com. And for those of you who are looking to learn more about pitching, I have a series of master classes that were bundled together in the Ultimate Pitch Bundle. So if you go to our website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com/Ultimate Pitch Bundle, you'll be able to partake in 5 of our master classes. And that is, our master classes are built on pitching with confidence, creating a pitch that pays and slays. We also have bonuses that are just so incredible. So people always ask me, how do you get paid as a speaker? How have you been able to have almost a 30-year career as a speaker? It's included in those master classes, along with bonuses. Yes, you even get to see the pitch that landed me on Shark Tank season 8 in 2016. Yes, I've been on Shark Tank. 7 of my clients have been funded on Shark Tank. So I come with a depth and breadth of knowledge, of skill sets. And also, for those of you who've been wondering, I've been pitching, but I haven't learned how to pitch for profit. We also have a masterclass bundle pitching for profit, getting funders, clients, customers to say yes. That's in the first pitching for profit masterclass. How do you get them to say yes the first time? And then that's 3 hours. We go ham and cheese. And then we have our pitching for profit masterclass 2. Once you've gotten them to say yes, how do you keep them coming back? How do you get people to say your name for opportunities that you're not even in the room for? You want to check it out at the Pitching for Profit Masterclass bundle. And as you can see, you can go to Thinkific. You can go for our Pitching for Profit Masterclass. It's scrolling along below. And finally, if you want to subscribe to our newsletter, which lets you know what we have coming up in the new year, lets you know about the Perfect Pitch Academy, lets you know about where I'm speaking next, all over the world next year. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to come out and to enjoy. But also, we have our VIP days, and we also work with groups because we're having our own retreats. So if you want to become a part of the Rainmaking 101 retreats, we have our women's retreats, we have our law firm retreats. Love to see you there. If you want to inquire further, sign up for our newsletters and also go to our website, perfectpitchgroup.com. Send me a message and we'll make sure that you get what you need. And as always, happy holidays. I'm so excited to be able to be here with all of you. You all have seen my growth. You all have seen me go from restarting Perfect Pitches by Precious to writing 5 #1 best-selling books that put me on the map, that introduced me to big media, that has me speaking and training all over the world. Y'all remember when I was in my first movie? Y'all, I can't tell y'all what's about to happen in 2024, but I want you all to be a part of it. I'm just someone who had a dream, and I kept at it, and I kept at it, and I kept at it. And now I've built an entire agency for you all. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Is hard work all you need to succeed? And I pray you know that no, it requires so much more. And if you want to learn how to package, position, and pitch yourself as a law student for great opportunities, as an attorney, learning how to really build up a lucrative clientele, referral system, and become the only choice that matters, check us out at the Perfect Pitch Group. And I thank you all for showing up today. You have been wonderful. Today, I'm blessed to hear one of my friends give her very first speech. Her name is Keisha Hickson, and I'm going to be there like the bad auntie because I am witnessing my friends take flight, as I will with you all. Again, my name is Precious Williams. I'm the proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. And today's episode was True Tea Time. Keeping it real with the killer pitch master. Is hard work all you need to succeed? No. Like, you remember the show Friday? We was like, you want to be this old man? No. It's only part of the equation. If you want to get the other parts of the equation, want to hit the ground running in 2024, come check us out at the Perfect Pitch Group and check out Rainmaking 101 from day one. I love you all. I can't wait to work with you. And if you know of attorneys and law students who should watch this particular episode, if it resonates with them, just send them the link to this episode. Love having you. I want you all to have a great day. Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming out for another exciting edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. I'm your proud host, Precious Williams, the Killer Pitchmaster, hashtag Ultimate Rainmaker, hashtag the Pitch Queen, hashtag Pitch Please. See you all later. Take care.